H-O-T-T-O-G-O.
Oh, Mason, no, she's canceled. We can't say
What?
that.
She's canceled?
Yeah, this is a rough one. Evan's missing. We didn't do last week because I don't even remember why we didn't. We did do last week. It's just the video got corrupted, so that's why there was no podcast out last week. And Mason's talking away from his microphone, so nobody
Just
can
my
hear
head
him.
over here.
Oh, he's just for
Just
the
what's
audio
floating
listeners, he's leaned back, and we can only see his head.
Oh,
Hold on. He's adjusting. Now we just got a crotch shot. Oh God. Yeah, this is all going downhill. I think collectively we've watched a total of a game and a half this week.
no, I'm telling you. No, I watched all of them. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. You know what? Fair enough. You know what, Mason? We watched all of them. So I'll let you start out with the first game of the week.
I slept till 12 on Sunday.
Oh
so.
my God. Yeah, I was in Cincinnati and I did not have time to watch any of the games. I watched some of the games on the way home from Cincinnati. I watched the end of the Spurs game and I watched the Ipswich-Aston Villa game. But I watched highlights for Saturday's games, and I honestly forgot there was a game today on Monday as of recording, and I did not watch that, but I see the score right here, and it's not surprising. So yeah, let's just get right into it, shall we? Let's talk about the games we did not watch. Mason, I'm assuming you watched at least some of the Liverpool-Wolves game.
No.
Okay, you know what? Do you want to talk about? You know what? Let's just. What, Mason? What did you think of the Konate goal?
I appreciated it. I actually did watch part. I lied. I did watch part of the Liverpool game.
Okay.
And I did see the goal, and I was happy about it.
Gotcha.
We are top of the league. We are top of the league.
Yes, you
We
are.
are top of the
And
league.
you'll be keeping that spot warm for us.
What?
And then
Wait, hold
Mason-
on, I'm not done.
Oh, okay.
What
What did you think of the What did you think of the Mo Salah penalty? Did he deserve it?
Yes,
I don't know, so I'm going to take your word for it.
he did deserve it. What do you mean?
I don't know why I started out with the Liverpool game. That was the last game of Saturday.
I know, that was literally like
I just assumed you knew. I just assumed you had watched it.
You're going from the middle and like middle out. It's real weird.
Yeah, I apologize for that. How about Newcastle Man City? Did you watch any of that game?
I actually, you know what? I watched the end.
You watched the end? All right.
I did watch
and,
the end.
I mean, it was a good game. What did you? All right. Did you see the Anthony Gordon penalty though?
No.
So there was a little bit of controversy. Man City fans are probably whining, saying he, dragged his leg a bit to draw the foul. That's just gonna happen, and that's just the game. Anything to get Man City to lose a couple points, I'm okay with.
And Holland didn't score.
No, he did not. So I didn't get any fantasy points for that game. Yay me. You know what? If Holland doesn't score and that makes me suffer, I'm okay with that. Then we're going on to the Arsenal-Leicester game. Mason, you got a little cocky watching this game when it was 2-2.
Well, you literally let freaking James Justin or whatever his name is.
Did you see his second goal, though?
Yeah, I know, but...
Literally, I haven't seen anything like that since watching Beckham highlights when I was in middle school. He literally bent it like Beckham.
You never watched Steven Gerrard, huh? Never watched Luis Suarez?
I'm not saying... I never said anything about that, Mason. I never said anything about them. Also, you're very quiet right now.
Sorry, I went for like a new stat. Like, look at this.
Yeah. Oh, wow. For those of you who are audio listeners, Mason is holding his microphone in a new, interesting way.
I'm not sure I like it.
I'm not sure I like it either. I think you should just stick with the classic Freddie Mercury. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, this actually got worse.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, no, James Justin's second goal, honestly, probably my goal of the week. It was insane. He hit it.
Sure.
Was it
I'll
out?
put
It was a
in there.
volley outside of the foot, right?
I'm not
Something
gonna
like
lie.
that.
I was getting changed and I turned and it was 2-2. And I did a
It
little
was-
celebration.
It was an insane Mason. So you're telling me you haven't seen his second goal yet?
No, I saw the highlight.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I'm gonna need you to do a live reaction right now because that thing was insane. It was insane. Oh my gosh! But then there was a own goal that Trossard effectively caused, and then another goal by Kai Havertz in the 9th minute of stoppage time. So 2 stoppage time goals there. Well, actually, technically 3 because there was a stoppage. The second goal was a stoppage time goal. And then we got Brentford West Ham, a draw. I watched the highlights of this
for the
game.
third game straight, goal inside the first minute.
Yep, Brentford, and it's Embuemo once again.
Embuemo.
If I'm not,
Do I
if
have
I'm
him on
correct,
my fantasy
I was gonna say
team?
I'm pretty sure you have him on your fantasy team. Yes, I'm pretty sure. But this was a very back and forth game. Another game where I just look at West Ham and I'm like, they're looking rough. They're not looking great.
We beat them 5-1 midweek with our second team. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And they're like, I don't know. It's not looking great for West Ham fans.
You're gonna have to turn into East Ham.
Something like that. And then we got Chelsea and Brighton.
Evan got like 100 points from this game. Or
Yeah.
So-called something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, Cole Palmer with 4 incredible goals. And almost an incredible assist if Nicholas Jackson could actually
also
finish
Palmer
the
hit
ball.
the post and scored
yeah.
and was offside in like the first couple
So he could have
minutes, too.
he could have had 6 goals this game. And it would have just
When
been
does he stop being chilly and start like heating up?
Yeah, when does he become warm, Palmer?
Yeah, when is he like
I don't know. We'll have to keep watching to find out, Mason. We'll have to keep watching to find out. But yeah, Brighton absolutely got just demolished.
I don't know.
2-4.
Did we see that first goal? Freaking Giorgino or whatever.
Yeah,
he got up for
it's
that header.
pronounced Jorginho, Mason, just like the Arsenal player. Jorginho Rudder.
Geronimo.
Yeah, it was a pretty good goal. But I mean, what are you doing? For the audio listeners, I have no clue what Mason's doing, so my description would not help you
Just
out
continue.
at all. Okay, I'll continue. Moving on to the Everton Crystal Palace game. Everton finally here. Wait, hold on. Can we just get a little round of applause for Everton?
No.
All right, well,
Absolutely
you know what?
not.
Fair enough, Mason. They are one of your biggest rivals. Everton finally getting their first win of the season against Crystal Palace. And it was Dwight McNeil with both goals. Incredible showing for Everton. Probably, again, I watched the highlights. It was probably the best I've seen them play so far this season. Is their luck turning around, Mason?
No.
All right, fair enough. Moving on.
That's all I have to say.
Yeah, fair enough. Then we have the Nottingham Forest Fulham game. Probably the snooze fest of this week, I would say. The only goal being scored by Raul Jimenez for Fulham from a penalty in the 51st minute.
Raul Jimenez.
Other than that, I didn't really. I mean, I think the highlights were about 2 minutes long, and half of that time was their starting lineups. I didn't think too much of it.
I was watching highlights with Ollie
Yeah.
right before this podcast, and Ollie kept licking the screen.
Oh, well, that might. I don't know what that means, but
I don't know what it means either. He said, Zaha?
That's not Alden. That's not what you do with soccer, man. You got that's. I don't even know where. I don't know.
That's all that happened.
I don't know what to say anymore.
I couldn't even watch the highlights because he was sitting this close to the freaking screen of my phone. It's like, Ollie,
Well, I
move
mean,
your
that's
head,
just
dude.
that's just the future iPad kid right there. Next game is the Liverpool game. We already talked about that.
2-1.
Liverpool won 2-1. No big surprise there. And then we have the Sunday games. We have the Sunday games. We have
The Egyptian King,
Ipswich
Mo
versus
Salah.
Aston
Mo
Villa.
Salah.
Mason, we're moving on.
Mo Salah running down the wings. Salah,
right.
la, la.
We got Ipswich versus Aston Villa. Again, I watched highlights. Probably the best showing for Ipswich here this season, getting a draw against Aston Villa. I say that's a pretty good result against Aston Villa.
Delop,
yes, with both goals
sending
for
Diego
Ipswich.
Carlos
Yeah.
for a sausage.
Yeah, that was insane. And then Morgan Rogers and Ollie Watkins getting the goals for Aston Villa. Aston Villa did not look great.
Put them next to each other, side by side.
You know what? I didn't see it until you just said it. I'm imagining both of their faces. They do look very similar. But Aston Villa not looking great. Unai Emery looking very frustrated with his side against Ipswich.
They've gone down in like every single game.
Yeah, it's
Their defense is lacking.
Yeah, it's not looking great. And then Man United versus Spurs. Spurs coming out with a clean sheet at Old Trafford. Insane. 3-0 win for Tottenham. What does Man United need to do to change their luck, Mason?
Sell Bruno Fernandes. Tell him to stop tackling like that.
You know what? Fair enough.
Bruno Fernandes red card.
I don't know if Bruno Fernandes is their issue though, because he's like their most consistent player.
No, he's not. Consistently bad. Yeah, sure.
Well, then who would you say is their most consistent player?
Dallet, the outside back. Plays left or right side.
Oh, I don't know. I people
picked Garnacho on your freaking team.
Oh yes, I know. I thought Garnacho didn't have a bad season last season. He's not off to a great start this season. But I think Bruno Fernandes is probably their best player right now. And then the game from today, Bournemouth versus Southampton. Bournemouth winning against the Southampton side 3-1 at Southampton or Bournemouth Stadium, Vitality Stadium. And boy, oh boy, are they looking pretty vital right now. What do you have to say about this game, Mason? All right, looks like I'm talking to Mason's microphone.
Bournemouth will get European football this season, Mark.
You think so? Top 4? Wow. Okay.
No. Top 7.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, top 7. My bad. That okay? You know what, Mason?
Champions League. I said European.
Yeah, you're right. I apologize.
European.
I'm a peon? Oh my gosh. Okay. We blew through the fixtures. I didn't have anything to base off of predictions for this week, so the predictions are still the same as the last podcast. The scores are still the same. Do you want to predict next week's games, Mason?
I had a few of those right.
I don't. There's no record of any of it though.
Okay, I remember mine. Okay, so
I don't remember Mason.
I remember mine. Just write this down. I said Newcastle Man City was 1-1. I said Chelsea Brighton
Mason,
was 4-2.
I don't remember. And
then I said Brentford West Ham was 1-1, and I said Everton Crystal Palace was 2-1, and then I said Arsenal Leicester was 4-2.
Oh, so you got all of these right. Okay, I see what you did. Okay.
I said Fulham Nottingham was 1-0.
Okay.
And I said Wolves Liverpool are 2-1, and then Ipswich Aston Villa obviously 2-2.
Mason.
So in all, I got 30 points.
That's Mason, give yourself a pat on the back. It doesn't count. All right, Mason, do you want to start off with predictions for Crystal Palace versus Liverpool?
3-0.
3-0 to Crystal Palace?
Liverpool.
Gotcha. I'm going to go 3-1 Liverpool. I think Crystal Palace might sneak one by you. And then we got Arsenal versus Southampton. I'm going to go 4-0 Arsenal.
6-2 Arsenal.
Oh, okay. 62 Arsenal. No, I'm just kidding. 6-2. That's a very high-scoring game there. Then we got Brentford Wolves. I think this is going to be. I think they're going to be throat to throat. They're at each other's throats. I'm going to go 2-2 draw. It's going to be intense.
2-1 Wolves.
2-1 Wolves.
In Buemo in the first minute.
Okay. And then we got Leicester Bournemouth. Have Leicester won a game
Bournemouth. Yet? I've got my next game I see is Man City Fulham.
That is.
Do you look like on the Premier League website?
Yeah, I'm looking on the app.
Oh.
Man City Fulham. No, that's that is also a 10 a.m. game. So Leicester Bournemouth.
3-2 Bournemouth.
Have Leicester won a game yet? I don't know.
I think so. Maybe. Maybe not.
I'm gonna go. What'd you win? 2-1.
Leicester have tied 3, lost 3.
Okay. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 2-1 Bournemouth. I think that's what you said, right?
I said 3-2.
Oh, 3-2. I'm gonna go 2-1 Bournemouth. And then we got Man City Fulham. Fulham are looking like a force to be reckoned with this season. I'm going to go another 1-1 draw for Man City. Another 1-1 draw.
2-1 Fulham.
Ooh, Mason. You know what? If I'm wrong and you're right, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
I am right.
Then we got West Ham Ipswich. One team looking like their form is going up. One team looking like their form is going down. I'm going to go Ipswich 1-0.
Ipswich 2-0.
Okay. And then we got Everton versus Newcastle as the final game for Saturday.
Newcastle 4-2.
Ooh, okay, 4-2. I'm gonna go. Everton are gonna go 2 up in the first half, and then it's gonna be 3-2 at the end. Newcastle. I think Everton are gonna squander another 2-0 lead. So 3-2 to Newcastle. And then we got the Sunday games. Aston Villa versus Man United. Aston Villa.
4-0 Aston Villa.
I was going to go 1-0 Aston Villa. 1-0. And then Chelsea versus Nottingham Forest. I think Cole Palmer is going to score a double hat trick. 6-0. And that's not even a joke. Mason just hit himself in the face with his mic.
3-1 Nottingham.
Ooh, okay. And then we got Brighton versus Tottenham Hotspurs.
Brighton 2-1.
I think it's going to be a crazy attacking battle here. Both teams strong.
Brighton 2-1.
I'm gonna go 3-3. It's gonna be a 3-3 draw. Those are our predictions for this week. I'll have Evan text in his predictions and see what he thinks, and we'll find out next week what the. Yes, Mason.
This thing on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fair enough. Yeah. I don't know if there's really much else we can talk about. This is a very short podcast this week.
What? Well, I can't log into my fantasy. Will you let me know how I'm doing?
Oh, yeah, sure. Let me go into fantasy real quick. Mason, I think you need to reset your password, buddy.
I do, but I just don't have the effort to do so right now.
You know what, Mason? I want you to do it right now, right here, live on the podcast. Nope. We're streaming this. Mason, there's 100,000 people watching us right now.
I just want you to tell me. Did I win or lose? How many points did I get?
Yeah, you won. I
won?
I am officially in 4th place. You beat the average.
I beat you?
You beat the average.
Yeah!
I went up against Evan. Evan with 62 points to my measly 30. Gosh dang. And
so you're in last place?
And hold on, Mason. The game against you and the average, it was 46-47. Very close. Mason just barely scraping by with a win.
Let's go.
So as it stands, we got Evan in first place with 5 wins, 1 loss. That's got to change. I don't know what are we going to do, Mason? I think we should join forces, become one collaborative team, and try.
You just sell me all your good players.
And then
give me Holland.
Then we got the average. 4 wins, 2 losses, and then Mason with 2 wins, 4 losses, and me with 1 win and 5 losses. I'm still beating you though. If we were like talking about conglomerative points.
First of all, that's not how it's working.
But if it was.
Yeah, but it's not. So
you're right, it's not. So I have no excuses.
Have to get one of those Tottenham jerseys.
Yeah.
I would just go ahead and pre-order that if I were
you. I don't wanna. But
I think
I think I need to hire somebody to help me out.
If the average gets first place, I think we should have to do it.
Yeah, if the average beats all of us, we should all have to. I agree with that. I think Evan could get behind that as well. But yeah, that is rough for us being below the average.
I think if the average beats us all, we all have to get the local non-league club closest to our supporting club.
I don't even know what non-league London clubs are there.
I'm sure there's plenty.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I just don't know any because I don't know any non-league teams.
I'm just happy not to be in last.
You know what, Mason? I respect that.
Here.
It was a good feeling. It was a good feeling. I can admit. And now it's all too familiar down at the bottom. Sad to say.
Do you have a quiz for me? Do I still get to participate in this quiz?
I have no quiz. I was expecting.
What?
Evan is the quiz master, Mason.
Oh, now I'm real mad.
Do we want to? I mean, the podcast. This could go on record for the shortest podcast in Center Circle's short history.
I'm furious.
I mean,
the only thing I look forward to is the quiz.
Well, Mason.
Usually, the fantasy demoralizes me.
Yeah, and then the quiz boosts you back up. That's fair.
No, it usually doesn't because you guys cheat.
No,
it usually brings me down.
When have I ever cheated, Mason?
I should not have lost a single quiz.
Disagree.
And I stand by that. And nobody even knows I won last week, and I did.
That is true. Was that the week? That was the first week Evan did the quiz, right?
And guaranteed, my competition is Anthony. So it's not like it's this outlandish great competition, but it still feels good.
Mason, I hate to interrupt you here. I don't know if anyone heard that, but I just absolutely just ripped booty cheeks.
Oh my god.
I need to use the restroom.
Look at this. Oh, my bed's not made. Sorry about that.
I don't think anyone cares. Oh, what am I looking at now? Are we looking out the window? Mason, do you have a random question of the week to end the podcast?
Toes or fingers, and why?
Toes or fingers? I'm going to go... I don't know. Because isn't it... You can't walk without toes, right?
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to go fingers just because I enjoy playing video games. And I'd rather just, I could live in a wheelchair.
I think I could... I think I would be good without arms.
Oh, arms. Okay. Would you get Neuralink? That's my next. Would you get Neuralink if you didn't have arms?
I don't know what that means, but I would.
It's that thing where Elon Musk puts a chip inside your brain and you can control a computer mouse with your mind.
Oh, I already have that. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. You know, fair enough.
Watch this.
Oh. I definitely didn't see your hand holding your phone.
I put it up a little too high.
All right, Mason. Well, I know this podcast has been nothing but disappointing, probably. But I hope.
I mean, I
hope your mom at least enjoyed listening to it. She texted me this week saying, "Is there going to be a release for?"
I know.
And I was like, "No."
She told me that.
Yeah, it was. Oop, there's another fart. It was. Yeah, I felt bad because I know she looks forward to the podcast. So hopefully this was at least, good enough. Hopefully next week we have a solid podcast for everyone to watch and listen to. And Mason's singing some songs.
It's sooner or later, it's over.
All right, everybody. This is the outro music.
And I don't want to go home tonight.
Please, if you haven't yet rated this podcast on Spotify, Mason, continue.
Rate it.
Please rate it 5 stars. And if you're watching, if you're listening or watching this, like it, comment on it, subscribe to the YouTube, follow the Instagram. Mason, do you have anything you want to plug?
Our game is at 9:55 this week.
Are you serious? That's past my bedtime.
I don't know if I can make it.
We have rec soccer on Thursday. Mason, you got anything to say to your fans out there?
Peace and blessings.
Okay, fair enough.